Hi everyone, today I'll be drawing my original character, Raid Lord, the Demon of Man, while I talk about finding your art style. Again, because I talked about this 3 weeks ago, I think. And speaking of 3 weeks ago, and only having 2 videos in that span, I'm sorry for not uploading last week. I've been really busy. My family has opened up a bake shop, and we've been really busy with that. And it's been my dream to do that since I was like 6 or 7, so I'm really excited, but I'm also really busy. Yeah. But I drew this last night, and so I just was like, I'm not gonna miss another upload day. I'm gonna do this thing. Yeah, and I did. Anyway, like I did the last time, I went ahead and wrote down some things. So I did have to go and rewatch my video to see if I was gonna, say repeat things. But some of these things are kind of repeats. Like the first point, which I think is really important when going into this thing and starting this journey to find your art style. And that is a quote from Master Yoda from Star Wars. I think Empire Strikes Back. He said, "Don't try. Do or do not. There is no try." And you might be like, well, how am I going to do something if I don't try to do it? But it's like when you tell yourself, I'm going to try to do it, you've already told yourself that you could fail. But if you go into something thinking, I can do this, then yeah. So that's the first point. Don't really try to find an art style. Even though if you're watching this, you probably are trying. So, yeah. But just kind of approach it with the mindset of I'm not trying to do it, and it's just something that just has to happen just naturally. And the way that happens is to this next point, you have to draw. I said draw every day on this paper, but just draw as often as you can. And really, what that does is you're just improved a little bit every time you draw. But if you draw really often, just think about it. Let's say you draw 5 times a day for 5 days a week. Then every time you draw, you'll be improving bit by bit. And then eventually you'll look back at your work from like a month ago and you'll think, man, that looks pretty good and I like it. And that's what happens to me. I'll look at my old stuff like from like a month ago or sometimes a week ago, and I'll look at what I'm creating at the moment and I'll be like, wow, I've improved. And that just comes from drawing as much as you can. And once again, you don't have to pressure yourself. You just draw whenever you have time. Yeah. And I'm reading what I have. Oh, yeah. And as far as that is concerned, I'd like for you to stay to the end. Well, I didn't mean to say that. Anyway, let's say you're into, anime, and you would like to draw in that art style. And you may start off drawing in that art style, but because you draw as often as you can, let's say 5 days a week for 5 times a day or something like that, and eventually you'll look back and you'll be like, wow, that's different. It's either not anime anymore or it's your own style of anime, and that's just because you practiced and did it every day, and every day you try something different, and every time you did it looks different. And that's just kind of how art styles work. It's just like for me, I'm still not really into like anime and manga and all that type of stuff, but I too was one of those artists who looked at that art style and was like, you know what, I want to do that. And I did that. And because I drew every day, and as often as I could, probably didn't draw every day, but because I drew as often as I could, I began to tweak things in that art style, so eventually it became my own art style. And that's just kind of how that is. And another thing that helps is to create a character that you can redraw over and over again and kind of just practice and do different things with. For example, I have this character, I have a lot of characters. I have probably too many, but there are these 2 particular characters. One is named Malevolence and the other is Myra, and whenever I want to try something different, I'll use those 2 because those are characters that I already have like a set design, and I can just apply those designs to different art styles whenever I'm trying to experiment. And so creating a new character with a design is really cool, and it doesn't even have to be like a really intricate design. It could be something simple. But yeah, that also helps because you won't have to, like, every time you sit down to practice on your art style, you won't have to be like, wow, I gotta come up with a completely new idea right now, because you've already done the hard work for yourself. And another thing is to not restrict yourself. Try all the things. Even though you may be into anime or realism or something, it really helps to try different things, because you might find something in a particular art style that you would like to apply to your own. For example, let's say you are into anime. I'm just using this as an example. But you also like realism. You can apply that realism to the anime and then make semi-realistic anime stuff. And then you just created this whole new thing, and it's your own, and it's your art style. So even if you're attracted to one particular art style, it's still good to try different things from different art styles and combine them together to make your own little mixture of things. That also really helps, because like for me, like I said, I was one of those quote unquote anime artists. I don't know what I was doing then, but anyway, but I also like realism, and I kind of apply things from the cartoony world and the realism world to my art style. Like for this, I mean, my stuff isn't like super realistic. It's obviously cartoony, but I apply some things from realism to my work. So that's another thing you can do. Also, use references. It really helps to use a photograph, or even you can use yourself as a reference. You can take pictures of yourself, or you can pose in front of a mirror. And that's funny. My name is Amira, and I just said Amira. That's funny. Anyway, you'd be surprised how much a realistic, like a photo, can help you improve your drawing. Because once again, this goes back to creating a character. The hard work of designing something is already done for you. So you just have to focus on putting that thing in your own art style. And you can also choose which things you would like to stylize. Let's say you find a portrait of a lady with a dress. You might be like, I would like to emphasize the eyes in this, and I would like to make the dress fluffier. And, you might incorporate that stuff into your art style. So it just really helps to have reference photos for when you're coming up with your art style, so that you won't have to, every time you sit down, think of something completely new. Though it, like for me, whenever I post sketches, because I do like sketches that are based off of things that I find on Pinterest, sometimes I'll say in the description, I got these photos from Pinterest. And sometimes you can tell when someone has used a reference, so it does help to not rely on them too heavily. But as for practice purposes, it is perfect to just go ahead and get a photo that's already there and just go ahead and choose what you would like to stylize. Yeah. And another thing that helps is, of course, practice. Like I said, you should draw pretty much whenever you have free time. Just draw as often as you can, and you don't even have to, like I said in that first point, try. You don't really have to think, like every time you sit down, think, I'm going to develop an art style right now. You don't necessarily have to do that. I mean, you can, but I mean, if you don't really have to, it's just something that just kind of happens. Like I said, you just pick up things along the way, and you're improving every time you sit down and draw. So it's not like you have to sit down and think, I have to come up with an original idea. Well, original ideas help, but an original art style at this moment. Just practice, and it will come over time. Like, I don't know if you would know that I started, well, I didn't start off doing anime type stuff. I actually started off tracing coloring sheets, which, I mean, that's okay, but you probably shouldn't say I did this because it's traced. Don't do what I did when I was 11. Don't do that. But yeah, practicing it as much as you can and as often as you can is a really cool thing to do. And I think one of the most important points is that there's no pressure except the pressure that you put on yourself. You don't have to sit down and come up with an amazing, perfect art style right this instant, or the next time you pick up a pencil and grab your sketchbook. You don't have to pressure yourself. Just it's just something that comes over time. And I mean, you can sit down and, like I said, take a reference photo and choose what you would like to stylize, and you can do that. But once again, there's no pressure. Art is supposed to be fun and free and all that stuff. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Also, looking at artists that you admire and seeing what they're doing also can help. Like, let's say you find some artists that do some really cool realism. Of course, you don't have to copy them, but you can use them as inspiration. And it also helps to have art buddies that you can always kind of talk to, and they can help you develop your skills and your talents. And they can also help you to see where it is that you need to improve, because sometimes we ourselves, we're just so into it and we just love what we create. Well, not all the time, but we're so sensitive about it because it's something that we did that sometimes we don't see all of our flaws, so we need someone who can tell us that I doesn't look like the other one. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that helped you. Please enjoy the rest of your day.